Cooking with the vegan zombie.
Alright, we've already showed you corn tortillas, but a lot of people ask for a flour tortilla recipe, so we're gonna take a quick minute and show you how to do that. Really easy. You start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You're gonna stir in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And for this recipe, we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of refined coconut oil. That's the flavorless kind. You can also use canola oil or olive oil. Mix that in with 3/4 cups of hot water, and you're gonna form a dough ball out of this. All right, you guys, so we got a nice little dough ball right here. It's a little sticky, but not too bad. Now we're gonna cut it in half. Whoops, must be a ghost in here. Form 2 little dough balls. And I'm gonna show you 2 different sizes. So we're gonna cut this one right in half and leave it. And we'll cut this one in quarters. Now you're gonna wanna flour your surface. I got some extra flour right here. It's a mess, but it's a fun mess, you know? We'll do a smaller one first. Flatten it out into a little disc. Now make sure you're using enough flour so that your rolling pin doesn't get stuck to the dough. And then from here, you're gonna make your tortilla shell. Starting in the center of the dough, just keep rolling it out, almost like you're making a pizza dough, but you're gonna go super thin with this. Hey look, it's a heart. So while you're doing this, it's a good idea to turn on the skillet on medium to high heat. You don't need any oil, even if you're using like a regular frying pan that's not non-stick or anything like that. You're gonna use dry heat for these tortillas. Look, that's a perfectly shaped tortilla. I don't know if you guys can see how perfectly symmetrical that is, but that's perfect. And see how thin it is? That's like paper thin. All right, once your pan's hot enough, slap it right on there. Let it cook on that side for 30 seconds to a minute. You wanna get a nice color on that one side. Flip it over and you're done. Now while that's cooking, I'm gonna roll out this big one. Same exact routine, only you can fit way more deliciousness into this one. You're gonna see it start to bubble up right there. Just take a peek and see. Oh yeah, look at that. You got some nice char. It's ready to go on the other side. Now you can use these right off the pan. If you're gonna let them sit for a while, I suggest maybe throwing a little bit of steam to help soften them up so they're malleable again. So you can make a nice bendy, you know, you don't want it to split. If it gets too dry, it'll end up cracking down the middle and you're gonna have a split burrito. Who wants a split burrito? I mean, I don't care, it all goes in the same place, right? But anyway, really simple, not a lot of ingredients, which is awesome because everywhere you go, like I said with the corn tortillas, there's a million ingredients for just a simple thing. Well, here's a simple thing with some simple ingredients. It's delicious, it's really easy to make, and you guys will have fun. So these are the rustic looking burrito shells. If you wanna go for that perfect circle look, use my cheat method that I did with the corn tortillas. You just take the lid off of a pot, slap it on there, and cut it to size, and then do everything that I just did. Really easy, right guys? You better get ready for the next video because we're gonna show you how to put these bad boys to some good use. Until then, subscribe and survive. My heart. This is the part where Will Smith hides in the bathtub with his German Shepherd.